Here's a bucket Berkey. Everybody wanted me to film this. Here's how you prime your Berkey type filters. You have your filter, and there's your little primer button you put on top of the filter. Make sure you got the threads up far enough where it'll hold it against the washer up here. See up here, the washer, that's to help them to cause a seal, and make sure your nut's right there against it. You come up over here under your running water, and you put it on there and you count to 5, and the water will start seeping through the filter, and it'll push out all the black dust, dirt stuff in there from when it's made. That's how you prime your filters. You have to do both of them if you're going to put the other type filters on there for fluoride or chlorine or whatever the white filters, which I have, and I don't know if I'm going to use yet, but that's what you put on them to prime your filters. And I got 2 of them I did that way. Let's see. I guess I'll stop. Here's a lid to one of my buckets, and I measured from the center of it. It's 5 inches from dot to dot. It's 2.5 inches from the center on both sides, and that's where I'm going to drill my holes to allow both filters to be able to fit. And you still, if you wanted to put 4, do the same thing from the opposite. See the dots? Got the lid sitting on the bucket. It'll mark where I already have it marked. Let me set that over there. Get the drill out. So just find your dots. Line them up because it sits in a certain spot on the bucket. Let's see. That went all the way through the lid and the bucket. See, that's what I end up with so far. See, there's the lid. Take the lid off. There's the bucket. I'll make the holes a little bigger. That way you can come up through the inside and put your filter through that and seal it. I'm still debating whether I want to have this sealed onto it. Not sure if it'll reach, but I'll show you in the next step. What I use to drill through it is a step bit. I have 3 different ones here. The smaller, bigger, and then the biggest. I put one in the bucket. I'm going to show you how it looks from the top. The little filter come with them little primer seals. 2 of them, I got it holding for now, just holding it up there. See, I'll turn the bucket over. See in there, you can see the filter coming in. I'm going to see if once I install both, if that primer seal will work. I'll use that in between the lid and the bottom of the bucket to secure the lid to it. That way the bottom of the bucket and the lid to the top are all in one piece. Let me set you down and see if I can get that other filter fish in there. Let's see. Make sure you take the wing nut off the bottom of the filter. Tip your bucket over, watch your hole. primer gasket for priming the filter. Just slide it and push it down. Now both of them are poking through. See how they're both poking through the top? Here's the lid. I'm wondering if it should line up. Yep, both of them line up, see? Now let's see if they'll thread. If they'll thread and pull down against that gasket. That one did. It's got all threads pulling up. See if this one will do the same. So basically that double seals on both of them, see? Now the filters are, see the bottom's attached, the filters are in. Now let's get figured out my measurements for putting the spout on, and I'll come right back. I measured up the bucket 2 inches from the bottom, see it? This is a thick at the end thread that'll go over that. I'm going to use this big step bit. Where's that? Right here. See where I marked the black mark? I'll go that deep. But I measured up, I slid it over the end. Let me show you. I put it over the end, you can see the black mark there. I'll go that deep. That way it'll fit over the outside of this part. And then you have your washer, your stainless washer, your rubber washer. This will slide in the bucket here. And then you'll have a rubber washer, stainless washer, and your nut on the inside of the bucket. That'll finish your bottom part. That way when you put both together, you'll have your collection part on the bottom. You'll have your filter station on top. And if I understand that fluoride's just natural fluoride here, so it's nothing added, I'll get some test strips and test the water. If I need to put them fluoride filters that I have on there, I'll add them. See, it went that quick, see? All this has already been sterilized. Washed it and then used bleach. See if it fits. Just a touch bigger. Run in and leave a little bit. And it fits right in, see? See how it fits on there? You can see the gasket. See it down in there? Your spigot should come with the same stuff. See, it's got my chrome or stainless washer, the rubber washer for the inside, and a nut. Slide your rubber towards the bucket. That way you got a rubber gasket on each side of the bucket to seal it. Then put your stainless washer or plastic washer, however your spigot is. Put your nut on it. Tighten it as hard as you can by hand. If you want to use a wrench, you can. And then just twist your spigot on the outside. Till you see it flattening that gasket out. Then line it up. And then you're done. See? Put your bucket on. Here's the top part all put together. Set it on top. You can click it down if you want, lock it, that'll just make it a bigger pain in the ass. But then there you go. There's your bucket Berkey. 2 setup. Filters in there. Here's what your fluoride filters look like. You do the same thing with them to prime them using that little primer washer. Here's a lid. Sterilize it too. The lid goes on top. Keep dust out of it. Don't ever lock it down because it'll be a pain in the butt to get off. But there's your system.